Hello everyone, welcome to Mastermind. Today let us learn more about Sangam literature by solving few more multiple choice questions. First question. Consider the following statements regarding Sangam period. Hereditary monarchy was the form of government during Sangam period. The king took the advice of his minister, court poet and the imperial court in making decisions. Here both the statements are true. Since both the statements are true, the correct option is option C, both 1 and 2. Hereditary monarchy was the form of government during the Sangam period. The king also took the advice of his minister, court poet, and the imperial court. Imperial court. Imperial court was also called as Avai. Imperial court was also called as Avai. Now let us look at the second statement. Consider the following statements regarding Sangam economy. Land revenue was the chief source of state's income. Booty captured in wars was also a major income of the royal treasury. Here, both the statements are true. Hence, the right option is option C, both 1 and 2. Land revenue was in fact the chief source of state's income, while custom duty was also imposed on foreign trade. Please remember, custom duty was also in place during the Sangam period. Pattinappalai. We have seen that Pattinappalai gives the account of early life of Karikala Chola. So, the Pattinappalai refers to the custom officials employed in the seaport of Puhar. Booty captured in wars was also a major income to the royal treasury in Sangam polity. Therefore, both the statements are true. Hence, the right option is option C, both 1 and 2. Third question says, consider the following statements regarding Sangam society. Chief occupation of people living in neither division of Sangam society was fishing and salt manufacturing. Second statement says, chief deity of people living in Mullai division of Sangam society was Murugan. Here only statement 1 is correct and statement 2 is false. Therefore, the right option is option A, 1 only. Tolkappiyam, which was written by Tolkappiyar, refers to five-fold division of lands. Please remember, there was five-fold division of land in the Sangam society. So, of these five-fold, Kurinji, please remember this, Kurinji was one, Mullai, Kurinji, Mullai, Marudam, Kurinji, Mullai, Marudam, Neidal and Palai. Neidal and Palai were the five-fold divisions. Kurinji refers to hilly tracts. Kurinji referred to hilly tracts, while Mullai referred to pastoral land. Mullai referring to pastoral land. Marudam referred to agricultural land. Please remember this. Marudam refers to agricultural, while Neidal refers to coastal and Palai refers to desert. This question was asked in KAS in 2015. So please remember this. These are very important classifications. Kurinji refers to hilly tracts, Mullai refers to pastoral, Marudam refers to agriculture, Neidal to coastal and Palai to desert. The chief deity of Kurinji was Murugan. Chief deity of Kurinji was Murugan, while Mullai had chief deity as Mayon. Mayon is also nothing but Vishnu. So Mullai had chief deity as Mayon or Vishnu, while Marudam, that is chief occupation is agriculture, Marudam had main deity or chief deity as Indira. So Marudam had Indira, while Neidal, that is the chief occupation was fishing and salt manufacturing. So the chief deity here was Varuna. So Varuna was the chief deity, Varunan actually. Palai, which refers to a division of land where chief occupation was robbery. Palai was the desert classification and the chief occupation was robbery in Palai, and the chief deity here was Korravai. So please remember that Kurinji referred to hilly tract. Kurinji referred to hilly tract and the chief deity was Murugan, while Mullai referred to pastoral land and the chief deity was Mayo or Vishnu. Marudam referred to agricultural land and the chief deity was Indira. Neidal referred to coastal division and the chief deity was Varunan. Palai referred to desert and the chief deity was Korravai. Please remember these points. Now consider the fourth question. Consider the following statements regarding Sangam period. Tolkappiyam provides an account of existence of four castes in the Sangam society. Ancient primitives like Todas, Irolas, Nagas and Vedas were absent during Sangam period. Here only statement 1 is right and statement 2 is false. Therefore the right option is option A, 1 only. Tolkappiyam provides an account of existence of four castes in the Sangam society. These four castes were, first was Arasar, second was Antanars, Arasar, Antanars, Vellalas and Vanigars. Vellalas and Vanigars. Please remember Vanigars. Arasar were the ruling class, ruling elites, while Antanars were the priests, while Vanigars carried out trade and commerce. Vellalas. The Vellalas practiced agriculture. Please remember these points. These are the four castes that was mentioned in Tolkappiyam. Ancient primitives like Todas, Irulas, Nagas and Vedas were present during the Sangam period as well. So statement 2 is false here. Consider the fifth question now. Consider the following statements regarding Sangam period. Seya or Murugan was the primary deity during the Sangam period, and statement 2 says worshipping of Maya, Vendan and Varunan was present during Sangam period. Here both the statements are true, hence the right option is option C. Both 1 and 2 are true. The primary deity of the Sangam period was Seya or Murugan, who is also called as Tamil god. He is also referred to as Tamil god. Murugan is called as Tamil god. Worshipping of Murugan was having an ancient origin, and the festivals relating to God Murugan has been mentioned a lot in the Sangam literature. And Murugan was honored with 6 abodes known as Arupadai Vidu. Arupadai Vidu. So Murugan was honored with 6 abodes known as Arupadai Vidu, while the other gods that were worshipped during Sangam period were Maya. As I have already told you, Maya is Vishnu, Venda, and Venda means Indiran. Indiran is the chief deity of Marudam, that is the land where agriculture was practiced, and Varunan was also worshipped. As we have already seen, Varunan was the chief deity of Neidal, and Korravai was also worshipped. Korravai was the chief deity of Palai division of land. Sixth question says, consider the following statements regarding position of women during the Sangam period. Love marriage was prohibited in Sangam society. The practice of sati was absent in Sangam society. Here both the options or both the statements are false. Hence the right option is option D. Neither one nor two is true. During the Sangam society, love marriage was a common practice. In the Sangam society, love marriage was a common practice. Karpu or chaste life. Karpu or chaste life was considered as the highest virtue of women. Women were allowed to choose their life partners, and the life of widows was, however, miserable. Life of widows was miserable. Life of widows was miserable in the Sangam society. The practice of sati was also prevalent in the higher strata of the society. So it was prevalent in the higher strata of the society, and the class of dancers was patronized by kings and nobles in the Sangam period. So love marriage was a common practice, and the practice of sati was present in higher strata of the Sangam society. Seventh question says, consider the following statements regarding Sangam period. Kutu was the most popular entertainment of people during Sangam age. Second statement says, arts of music and dancing were in their infancy during Sangam age. Here only statement 1 is correct and statement 2 is false. Therefore the right option is option A, 1 only. Kutu was the most popular entertainment of people during the Sangam age. However, arts of music and dancing were highly developed. They were highly developed during the Sangam period. So please remember, it was not in their infancy. A variety of yells and drums are referred to in the Sangam literatures. Yells and drums have been referred in the or mentioned in the Sangam literature. Dancing was performed by Kanigayar. Kanigayars performed dance in the Sangam society, and Kutu was the most popular entertainment of the people. Eighth question says, consider the following statements regarding economy of the Sangam age. Economy of Sangam society was an open economy. Internal trade in Sangam society was mostly based on barter system. Here both the statements are correct. Hence the right option is option C, both 1 and 2. Economy of Sangam society was an open economy. Even the Indus Valley civilization also had open economy. What is open economy? Open economy means an economy in which there is trade relations with the foreign empires or societies. Internal trade in Sangam society was mostly based on barter system. Yes, even this statement is correct. Barter system was employed to carry out internal trade. If you can remember, even in the Harappan civilization, there was barter system. So here both the statements are true. Hence the right option is option C, both 1 and 2. Ninth question says, consider the following statements regarding economy of Sangam age. Spices, turmeric, ivory products, pearls and precious stones were the chief items of export during Sangam age, while gold, horses and sweet wine were the chief items of import during the Sangam age. Here, both the statements are correct. Hence, the right option is option C. Both 1 and 2 are true. The main exports of the Sangam age were cotton fabrics, spices like pepper, ginger, cardamom, cinnamon, and turmeric, ivory products, pearls, and precious stones. So, all those mentioned here spices, turmeric, ivory products, pearls, and precious stones were the chief items of export during Sangam age, while gold, horses, and sweet wine were the chief items of import during Sangam age. Now let us look at the last question for the day. Consider the following statements regarding Sangam period. Ministers were called as Amaichars during the Sangam period. Spies were called as Orars during the Sangam period. Here both the statements are correct. Hence the right option is option C. Both 1 and 2 are correct. During Sangam period, ministers were called as Amaichars, while I have already told you that priests were called as Antanars. Priests were called as Antanars. Military commanders. So, military commanders were called as Senapatis. Military commanders were called as Senapatis, while envoys were called as Tuthars. Envoys. Please remember, envoys were called as Tuthars. Envoys were called as Tuthars and spies were called as Orars. So, ministers were called as Amaichars, priests were called as Antanars, military commanders were called as Senapatis, envoys were called as Tuthars, and spies were called as Orars. So, this is all about Sangam literature in this video. Please refer to the video multiple times for better clarity, and also note down these points because these points are going to be handy in both multiple choice questions based examinations as well as descriptive type examinations. Thank you.